Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Boy. Hello, good evening. This is our after hour show. This is the episode number 46. I'm your host, Carlos Silva, joined all the way from Kentucky by my friend, Collin Kendall.
I'm still here.
Yeah.
And I'm still here.
And all the way from Orlando, this is our friend, buddy, Jason Canapp.
So apparently I'm going to have to carry the enthusiasm for puddles all night. This is going to be quite
starting
the evening,
well.
No.
And it's funny because I paused a little bit all the way from Orlando, where I was actually during this morning.
Minutes ago.
35 minutes.
I drove all the way to Orlando to Miami because I trust our setup here, and then we want to deliver an amazing show today. But it was great.
Took him 26 minutes. He was really flying.
Yes,
I
arrived there Tuesday morning and then got back today. Yeah.
Round trip.
Things are getting back to the real track, the real life. That's good. And you know one thing we need to do, we should need to start right now, and we need to do it right now, is to say hello to everybody.
Oh, I know the song.
And
I had $1 for every
it's
time.
hello time. Hello to our friends here. Let me just increase a little bit the song here. Hello to, let me go to the start. Mark Jones, Joe Logan, Peter Mino, Diane, Valerie, Jason Canapp. Oh no, I know this guy. Zach Brown. Hey buddy. John Yos. Hi John, how are you?
Ted Hastings.
Sorry?
Ted Hastings. Keep going.
Yes. Mark, Jonathan, Wendy, Valerie, Kristen, John has already said for him. Luiz Gilberto Tavares, all the way from Belém, Brazil. Chrissy Viggs, Helena Jahara, Michael Riley. After hours. This is us. Okay. Collin Kendall also. Hello to everybody. Who else do you see there? Doreen, Claire, all the way from the UK.
Claire Bernardo's joining us tonight.
Yes.
Yeah. A few new faces in the group.
Sarah Collins is here too. Hello. And buddies,
good to see you.
From the last 2 days there in Orlando, I have to give you a brief report of 2 things that I did and 2 things that I have to recommend. Tuesday.
That's not always a good thing.
Tuesday, I had the opportunity to enjoy again, and after the restart of the People Mover. People Mover was great.
Mm-hmm.
It was a beautiful experience, almost emotional, but
almost.
You didn't cry. I'm shocked.
Okay, but it was beautiful. It's always good to when you start the ride and you hear If You Had the Wings song there. And yesterday, what I did is, so I behaved myself really fine during Tuesday, only eating fruit. And
I knew it was going to come back.
That's disappointing.
And yesterday, I starved until the
chocolate-covered strawberries don't. I mean,
it doesn't count as fruit.
Yeah, it counts.
No, I starved. I starved until the beginning of the evening, and then I hit all the booths in the flower and
booths?
All of them?
Booths.
You hit all the booths?
All the food booths.
It's like Claire's going around the World Showcase now.
And I ate my way out. So I kicked the bucket. So
well, I guess so. You need a bucket with you if you're going to hit all the booze on the World Showcase.
And there are only 2 things that I have to point out. In the American pavilion, in the food place there's a crawfish stew that is amazing.
That sounds good.
And the citrus
blossom.
Yes, they have
that one's always good.
The beer. Did you get the beer?
Yes.
I know we're not really.
Yes, and I also got
Morada.
the lobster salad.
Oh, that's good too.
Yes, amazing.
Oh, that's surprising. Lobster salad.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's really good.
The lobster macaroni and cheese they had at Food and Wine last year was wonderful.
So now I have to start again with my diet and wait for the Food and Wine Festival to hit the Food and Wine Festival.
Is this ever going to end, by the way, this diet thing? I just want to know whether I can look forward to a
You're
period
looking for his goal.
our relationship where this isn't coming up anymore.
We can go
or
eat
is this...
donuts and have dessert and eat fried foods again.
Right. Why is it coming to my chin?
Make another McDonald's run at 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, or should I settle into it? Should I settle into it and becomes like it's just our thing?
It probably is going to be our thing.
Okay.
But one thing,
guys, you heard it here first.
Talking about our
Me
thing,
and Jason can eat across the table, and Carlos can just suffer in silence.
but one thing we cannot forget is to remember that we said the hello, and we know that there are many good new friends that are watching us, not only live, but also in the replay. What I'd like to ask you is that if you're watching in the replay, don't forget to join us every Thursday night, 8 p.m. here in Facebook and also YouTube. And if you're watching now, it's one of your first times here, don't forget to show up, make your comments, say hi. Everybody's friendly. Usually we
Carlos
don't bite.
bites, but the rest of us are pretty nice.
Yeah.
Well, he's hungry. Look out.
Exactly. He's on a diet. You never know.
So also everybody watching Facebook and YouTube, don't forget to give us the like the video. Okay? So buddy, now is the time?
Now is the best time.
And now is the time for our top 10 list. And the topic for the topic for tonight's top 10 list is...
I hope we don't take some heat for this.
Top 10 reasons we love the harmonious barges.
We got creative.
We love.
It's fun. It's good. It's a good list. I think it's a good list.
It's a good list. It's a solid list. Who's going to start?
Eeny, meeny, miny. Why don't let Puddles go?
I will only go with the numbers. So Collin, number 10.
This is never good. It brings much needed Star Wars IP into Epcot, recreating the Death Star construction.
That's our official construction music, if you're wondering.
Not the beep of a backhoe, it's ding, like an elevator.
Your building's ready.
Jason, number 9.
They provide a fun obstacle course for friendship boat captains who now get to point out several backsides of water.
Collin,
take on water.
Or trains.
Number 8.
When lit up, it will entertain the crew of the International Space Station.
Number 7.
It's the world's largest mist machine.
Uh-oh. Number 6.
It's a great sponsorship opportunity. Harmonious, presented by Rain-X.
And the puddles. Look at the puddles here.
I know, the puddles.
Puddles. Number 5.
Death Star construction means Death Star destruction, right? Right?
I'll do a boo again.
Oh.
Number 4.
It helps block the annoying sunset light that was getting in her eyes.
Number 3.
Plants, shrubs, and trees around the World Showcase Promenade will no longer require manual watering.
Yes, that's right. Number 2.
The world hears Collin exclaim, "Imagine the puddling water pictures."
Easy for you to say.
Exactly.
And the number 1. of the top 10 reasons we love harmonious barges is
The mechanical arm provides a much-needed home for the millennial Mickey hand.
that was our top 10 list. I love that. I love that. And
I know you.
and there's a lot of love. There's a lot of love for harmonious. I think even yesterday,
We'll see. We'll see how much love there is for harmonious.
the only thing I notice that there will be some blind spots because the Stargate is not gonna be moving, so you see from sideways, and one of the blind spots is the dessert party place between.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes. Well,
I wonder if they'll move that to the
I mean, because the other thing's
front
in the
section
way.
where it
or
was
something?
fast pass.
because it is really sideways to the like that. You see the
He's getting it
I'll
closer to
send
his
you a
face so the
picture.
camera doesn't
You're
switch
You're
it
doing the Vogue thing wrong.
I'm
not
training.
this, it's
I'm
this.
training. I'm training.
This.
And I'm
Get
just
closer to
waiting.
your
I'm
face
just
so we
waiting
can see
for
it.
Collin to be in Florida first to test the.
so we can reenact the scene.
Yes.
It's gonna be a good music video when it's three grown men dancing.
Yeah, for sure.
Watch it. It's coming. It's coming.
I don't think so. I don't think anyone wants to see that.
But
No, they
it's,
probably don't.
now is the time.
Now's the best time.
So this is our Who Said That? And the whole idea is that I'm gonna come up with 5 different quotes that could be from a Disney movie or from a Disney attraction or a Disney TV show. And what I'll do is that I'll present the quote and including Jason and Collin that are not aware of which are the quotes that I separated here.
I'm not aware of much, to be quite honest.
And but the right thing to do is that you need to get it right with the character or the person and where it come from. If it's the name of the movie, the name of the TV show, or the name of the attraction. And
Wow. That's a lot.
yeah, but with our audience,
Do we also need to know the date that it was uttered?
no, not
What
yet.
the weather was
I will
like?
provide the date, but it's not required.
How much wind?
But one thing that we need to understand is that the reason I'm being so strict, having the name and where it come from, is because our audience always get it right, and they're really fast.
They do typically get it right.
Yes, it's always fast.
Quicker than us, usually.
Always, really.
Yeah, exactly.
So, are you guys ready for the first quote? Okay, let's go.
Sure, I guess.
I don't know who you're
if that
supposed
was
to answer. I don't like
rhetorical
it's
or
like us. Okay, we'll do it.
Prepare
Sure.
to hurt, and I don't mean emotionally like I do.
Oh, that's Puddles. That's Puddles Kendall. That's
That's not nice. It's true, but it's not nice.
Prepare to hurt, and I don't mean emotionally like I do.
Oh, I thought you meant like you were inflicting the hurt. No, okay. Never mind. Hurt. I don't mean emotional. Like I don't know what this is.
I honestly have no
Who
clue.
said that?
And Chris Shepard is saying it's Genie's game.
It
Yes,
is.
Yes,
It
Gene.
is.
The first time,
We
Chris,
listen to our audience.
it is.
Well,
I don't know if
Chris.
I don't know that Chris was in.
I
in
think
the
I think
I
that
don't
Chris
think he was.
Chris didn't saw the first time. The first time we did this segment, Chris, we presented Genie's note for
The
us.
letter. That was
The
a whole
letter.
bit. It was a whole thing. It
There's a whole thing.
now.
You need to recap that. Yes.
was a whole thing.
We'll have to say
Very
what show
emotional.
that was.
So what they're saying.
Jason cried.
Prepare to hurt, and I don't mean emotionally like I do. So let's see. The comments are coming.
Oh, Peter's right. Peter says, "Oh, it's that quote by that person in that movie."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Chris is saying it's Ross. Doreen is
clever, but I
asking,
don't
is
think
that
so.
from So? What do you think, Jason? What is...
I have no idea. I
not
have
even a
no.
guess?
Probably an old school movie.
No, if I guess, I'm gonna look like a fool, more than a fool than I know already do. Like, no, I'm not gonna guess.
I have no shame. I'll guess at some
oh
point.
man, what episode was this? Awesome. Chris, I'll text you with I'll send a message with the episode. It is Ken Bobson is saying Chicken Little.
I
Claire,
could go with that answer because I've never seen that movie.
Claire, is that from Lilo and Stitch? Zach Brown, is it Anger from Inside Out?
Oh, that's a good guess.
Sarah says no idea. Is it Hercules, the movie by Max?
Is it Sadness from Inside Out?
Oh,
That makes more sense to me than Anger, but he may be right.
Prepare to hurt, and I don't mean emotionally like I do.
No, maybe he's right because that's kind of violent.
And I will say one thing. Mike Riley says Toy Story 3. Lisa, Inside Out. From
we get a
Up.
hint?
Has
Okay.
anybody gotten close?
Yes, someone already got it right.
Oh, thank goodness. How many of these are there?
So I will show the person who got it right. Chicken Little, yes.
Really?
It is.
It is from Chicken Little.
Oh, so you didn't. It's not my favorite quote.
That's
then.
good.
It is.
favorite
That's
quote
not
is-
the point.
So let's go to the second one.
What are we talking about? That's my favorite quote. What are we talking about?
I don't remember that one.
What are we talking about? You don't remember? It's the best. One of the best scenes. in the movie.
I don't think I've ever seen, at least not the whole
No,
movie.
it is a fun
We've been
movie.
through
I
this.
liked
You
it.
need to see this movie.
Yeah, it's a nice.
I have Disney Plus. It's just never taken the time to listen to it.
Let's go to the second quote.
Watch it.
I think this one is easier. Stop worrying. This disguise will fool my own mother.
Puddles Kendall.
When have you ever seen me in a disguise?
Again. Stop worrying. This disguise will fool my own mother.
Galaxy's Edge. I saw you in a disguise there.
That's true. I guess that does count.
Mhm.
It's brief, but
Do you have
That was
any
a different
guess?
disguise.
Jason, do you-
Well, it's someone who's wearing a disguise in a Disney movie. And
that doesn't narrow it
oh
down.
wait, I think I know. Oh, this feels like Is this Meet the Robinsons? Maybe.
Can you pick some movies that I've actually seen?
You haven't seen Meet the Robinsons?
It's been a very long time if I have.
Stop worrying. This disguise will fool
That's
my
the one with the
own
dinosaurs.
mother.
No, it wouldn't. It's not Meet the
someone-
Robinsons. 'cause
someone already got
he
it
didn't
right.
know that he was. He didn't know he was being disguised.
Actually, there were already three friends here with
Now I need to steal it from the comments.
Joe,
Oh, is it Robin Hood?
Joe, Chrissy.
Is it actually Hercules?
No,
Is it Hercules?
That would make sense.
it is from
Robin Hood?
Robin Hood.
Yes.
Really?
It is. Yes, Caleb's also saying this is
Little
Robin
John
Hood.
walking through the forest.
Stop worrying. This disguise will fool my own mother. And look at the disguise.
Oh yeah, during the archery
Yes.
tournament.
Let's go to the third one. This is a wolf remains a wolf.
How come you're not doing the voices anymore? You were doing the voices. In the...
A wolf? I'm really not doing the voice of this one. A wolf remains a wolf, even if it has not eaten your sheep. This is obscure.
Yeah, I have no clue.
A wolf remains a wolf, even if it has not eaten.
Got to be grammatically correct very carefully.
Ted Hastings, Series 3, Episode 4. That's what I'm going with.
Some
Right
some
after
comments
this,
here.
you've got a bloody nerve.
Zootopia. It is
Something.
Zootopia.
Zootopia?
A lot of Zootopia here.
A lot of
Why are we looking at me?
Peter
don't
said
get
muley
it.
with a
No,
view.
Carlos didn't want to look at him anymore.
Apparently not.
Oh my gosh, sorry.
Preview.
I'm reading the comments. And I miss. Zootopia. Joe Logan says Peter and the Wolf. It is a really obscure film. A movie.
Okay.
Movie.
This isn't
The
like
same thing. Okay. Is it Jessica Rabbit? Is it Jessica Rabbit?
No, because then my reaction would be different.
You would have read it.
Yeah.
Avoid.
it's not Roger Rabbit.
Nope. Monster Inc. No one got it up to now.
I hope not.
Cherry is asking, are they all animated? No, not in this case.
So no, it's not it. Okay. So, the Into the Woods.
Zach is saying roly polioli. No.
Rolly.
I don't think that counts as Disney.
It
does
is a really
Bear
obscure,
in the Big Blue House.
and actually is a movie. Okay, I'll give you a big hint. A big hint. It's a movie that nobody. Actually, no, it's nobody. But there's a lot of people that don't like that movie.
Oh, Joe Logan says Old Yeller. Is it Old Yeller?
No.
Oh.
And it's not like The Rescuers or something like that, because those are kind of classics.
Okay, so I'll give the
Benji the Hunted.
a last and final hint. It is a sci-fi movie.
Is it The Black Hole?
Yes. It is the Black Hole.
Seriously?
Yes, and it's from Vincent.
I started watching that and I stopped watching.
It's Vincent.
Vincent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, that was the obscure one. Well, the next one will be kind of.
There's another one.
I think Collin will get it. The fourth one. We have a lot of other
thanks.
two.
It must be about pulling water.
Yeah, that's right. That's the whole thing.
Nice.
You can steal something that's designed to be given away free.
Oh, I know what this is from, but I can't place it. Oh. You steal something that's designed to be given away free.
Again,
Chris Shepard says The Black Hole is a once-er.
you
This
can
is a
steal
fairly
something that
modern
is
movie.
designed to be given away free.
Oh, crap.
Roly Poly Ollie?
It's Oli, not Ollie.
Is it
Ed Banuelos.
Wait, this is Tron, isn't it?
Ed got it right, and Ed affirmed. I don't know if it was the
because
first
it's,
time, but it's
it's-
the
it's
first
the
time that I see
kid.
his comments.
which Tron?
And
which
you
Tron?
got it right,
Tron
Ed.
Legacy.
Yes,
Tron the Legacy or
Tron
Tron
Legacy.
Tron?
It may be the line may be in both. But I
It's
think
Sam
Tron
Flynn
Legacy.
from
Yeah,
Tron
Sam Flynn.
Legacy.
He's on top of the building.
You can't steal something that is designed to be given away free.
I love that movie. Love that.
And I love a comment from Ed. Thank you for joining us here.
That was excellent.
Yes.
That's a hard one to place.
And let's go to the last one. Are you guys ready?
No, wait, sure.
Have we
I'm-
haven't gotten one right on our own.
Okay. Let me compose myself to read it.
Oh, are you going to do the voice?
I am bad, and that is good. I would never be good, and that's not bad. There's no one I'd rather be than me.
Wait, I know this. I
I know this too, but I can't place it.
I'm bad, and that is good. I will never be good. and
Bing
that's
Bong,
not
isn't
bad.
it?
There's no one I'd rather be
No.
than me. No, it's not Bing Bong. I'm bad, and that's good. I'll never be good, and that's not bad.
It's
from it's Wreck-It Ralph. It's Ralph Wrecks the Internet.
Yes.
Ralph Wrecks the Internet.
Yes.
but I don't remember. Is it
It's
is it
what's her
Ralph
face?
or is
It
it?
is the
It's
first one.
Penelope.
It is the first one, the Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, it's the first one?
Yes.
It is
Oh, I thought it was
Ralph.
the-
Yes.
Yeah, that would
Is
make sense since context
Isn't it-
of it. But
I am
Oh, it's
bad.
Ralph that says it? Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. It is Ralph that says
And
it.
that is good.
Yeah.
I would never
I was
be
close.
good, and that's not bad. There's
I feel
no
like
one
we
I'd
cheated
rather
everybody
be.
up. I'm so sorry. I got all excited because like I know this one. I know.
Finally. Finally.
that's a picture of what Jason does in the mall. Round
When
Christmas
Mickey
time.
comes
Terry Furstenberg also got it. So we had a lot of friends that got it right here. Zach Brown is saying, okay, now this one is definitely Rolly Polly Ollie.
Could be. You never know.
Christopher Robin's what
Tune in
Patricia's
next
saying,
time.
but no, that was Wreck-It Ralph. And
Christopher Robin is a great movie, though.
one
Oh, the Christopher Robin movie. Yeah. That was, oof.
I never watched. I know
You
that I
haven't
will.
watched?
You would cry your eyes out.
Don't
Yes.
tell him that. He's not gonna watch now.
No, I'm not
You
gonna
should
watch.
watch it.
it.
It's a great movie.
I will cry a lot.
He hasn't
For
even
me,
watched
it's up there with
Inside Out.
Saving Mr. Banks, and that's saying something for me.
He hasn't even watched Inside Out.
Say,
You still haven't
no,
watched Inside Out?
No, not watch.
Toy Story 3?
No,
Toy Story 4?
no.
Old Yeller.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
When
Little
there's
House on the
animals
Prairie.
involved, no, never. Well, buddies, and that was our who said that? I really like that segment. I really and Chris, if you listen to us, please do. I'll send you a link for the episode that and actually we showed Jeannie's letter in the show, and we told the whole story of how that we came that how that concept was originated. So really good. Okay.
Okay.
So now is the time.
Now is the best time.
He did that on purpose.
So
There's
no,
doubt he
you
did
know,
that on
I got
purpose.
excited here with the thing here, and then I click it. I
Look, man, I get paid by these. Like, if I miss one, it's like a problem. The union complains.
yes, there's.
Don't get your 3 cents for the week.
So
My residual.
let me explain something to our dear audience. We're getting close. We're really getting really close to our our anniversary. We're getting close.
And it's not Jason and Carlos this
No,
time.
no, it's Jason, Carlos, and Collin. Jason, Carlos, and Collin anniversary. We're getting close to the 1 year of After Hours. Actually, in 2 weeks. 2 weeks we're gonna see, and we're still trying to figure out what we're gonna do. But well,
I have no idea what we're doing.
yeah, but the whole thing is that as we're getting close to that, so we had the idea to bring a topic that is somehow made us look back to the past 45 episodes and what we did in terms of the top threes and top five. So the topic today is the top three of our top threes or even top fives.
It really just rolls off the tongue.
It comes right out.
It really just.
So that's the idea, and actually it was pretty difficult, and I have to say, it is
Because Carlos took the best one.
right.
I don't
Right.
think
He
so.
got his revenge this week.
You know, once bitten, twice shy. I got hurt. I got hurt last time. You really hurt last time, so I was fastest.
That's right. He picked the topic and
and
listed
his list
choices
before
at
we
the
saw the
same
topic.
Michael said the anniversary of the first no-go on the swing.
No, that's October 1st.
Yes.
You're gonna
A
have
day
to do
that
it
lives
again
in my
this year.
heart.
How are you going to one-up yourself this year? Try to explain that one.
Top
You'll
three
be
visit to
there.
Dalian Lounge.
Will not.
Someone
have
will
my
join
own-
us.
Oh,
swing, if
oh,
that's-
Michael, they beat me. They beat me all the time. It's and they work together to try to. So they steal my top threes. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. So the top three of our top threes or top fives. Who's going to start? Who's going to be the first one? What's
Is that the world's smallest violin?
What's that?
Is it
That's the
tuned
world's smallest
nicely?
violin. It is.
What's
Hear
that?
it?
What's this?
The world. No, we'll tell you later. We'll explain it.
Explain
it later.
You know,
They can explain it to you in the
How
comments.
these
It'll
cultural
be great.
barriers are being,
Yeah, they're significant and many.
So
We're
who's
aware.
going
and you're starving.
Yes, who's going to be the first? And I'm tired. I drove the.
Well, that
yeah.
goes without saying.
I drove all night.
Somebody
All
get
that
him a
distance.
cookie.
Yeah.
Right.
And Colin, you're the first one?
I guess I can be.
Yes, let's.
It's one of the top fives. That's about all I can remember. I know
What?
the first two of mine, but what did I start with? Because I know what my top one was, but I don't remember what my top five and top five was.
This
You
one.
could start writing these down. That might help. That might
Yeah, but
help
it's on
you.
the phone, and then the
But-
phone's got the comments on it. It's just difficult.
It's so hard.
Cut
So-
me a break.
Colin,
Memory's not good.
It's so hard.
Colin, do you got what is your? I already showed. Are you?
No, it went away quickly. But I think it was top five dishes, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Tells you these are all good options. Just don't worry about it. I don't need to know the order.
Explain me why. Explain me why you have this one as a top 5.
You gotta give me a second.
You gotta come up with something.
No, so I brought this one back to the table because I put some different things on the list than what you guys put on the list, and mine were simpler options for the most part. And top 5 dishes led to 2 burgers that will always stay on my list, and one Jason despises, and the other one Jason will agree with. And the main one was the buffalo burger. Well, it's a bison burger technically at Geyser Point. Still remains one of my favorite items on property. I've eaten it many times since the last time we did this show and when we did that. And it's one of the things that has stayed true on my list for all of these different shows. Bison burger still remains a standout. Fries with it is the play. It's still amazing. But if you go over to the Graham 13 Cafe, which is where Jason's not going to like me, it's the lobster thermidor burger. It's amazing, just like Chris Shepard said.
saying, yeah.
It sparked a discussion, but it's still a great burger. And now we can't have lobster on anything because Jason doesn't like nice things. But but it was a fun thing. I love to showcase those 2 burgers. And honestly, I don't remember what the rest of my top 5 was, but there's so many good things that we discussed that night. We came up with so many meals that are at different price points. So there was a lot of things that people could go out, enjoy, look forward to on their next trip. So it had to make my list this time.
And one thing we can ask the audience to do the following: when we go through this tops, the different top 3s or top 5s that we're mentioning, why don't you type your top, for instance, right now your top dish in Walt Disney World. Let's have that on the
We'll
comments.
read out some along the way.
And that segment actually that was our first top 5. The top
Was it
5,
really?
Yes, it was our first top 5.
It was
That I
back
don't-
when we thought we could come to some consensus.
Yeah, we
And
would
then
try.
we
abandoned
We would try the
then
whole
we
idea of
abandoned
having
that.
consensus.
Like a bad habit.
After an hour of top 3 and top 5.
Who's going to be next, me or Jason?
Doesn't matter.
Not it.
Jason, you're the next.
Okay.
So-
My number 3, because I actually wrote these down, so I remember what the order is. As long as
Nobody
it
needs your
jives with what he says. My number 3 was the top 5 views from water. Again, this is back when we were doing the top 5. But I like this. I'm not going to go into the details of each one, but I like this because not only did it, I think, allowed us to talk about those. It's maybe the first time. One of the first times where we got to talk about the kind of like the quiet side of things, the sort of peaceful side of, Disney places and spaces. But also, we didn't really share. I don't think we shared this too early.
Yeah.
We came to the table with very different things. And then there were some accusations.
Because we're not good at rules.
Well, there were some accusations of like, this doesn't fit the category because, it was like top views from water. But then like, I think one of mine was like at the water's
World
edge
Showcase, wasn't it?
kind
Yeah.
of thing. So it was like, but I thought it was nice. It was a nice expansive, probably not comprehensive, but expansive list of really, really beautiful places.
And remember,
in Walt Disney
we
World.
bought a lot of pictures, and it was one of the first ones that
Yeah.
we visually was beautiful.
Right.
The first time we was supposed to broadcast that top 5 was when we had that meltdown, the internet meltdown in Orlando.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and then
Really?
The Pink
yes,
MacBook. died.
Okay.
Yes, the one that I had the thing behind me. The
plant?
The
Oh,
plant.
Oh, that was the plant
Yes,
night?
That was the plant
that
show?
plant night. The very famous
Really?
plant thing. Yeah,
Oh, I remember that.
yeah. We
Remember the
couldn't.
day-
We still need to make that T-shirt. I think it'd be fun.
It is saved there. Well, let me go to my number one.
You're number
No,
one.
my number three. Sorry.
Skipping ranks on.
Let's
You
go
really
to my number three, and actually it was with a guest, and with a guest that was watching us. I saw her comment a while ago.
Oh.
Lisa, do you know the
Lisa
Glasser?
Core Memories.
Yes.
Glasner.
And it was, and you're gonna, guys. I know that the two of them is gonna start laughing right now because I wrote it down.
You didn't say you didn't. Put
No,
it
no,
this
no,
way,
not
did
that way, not that way. So the top 5 Walt Disney World scents, and that was an amazing. It was an amazing episode. And one thing that was really important in that, it was funny because Lisa working with the candles and when different smells brought a really good and technical perspective to the top 5.
We were all like,
That's a nice way of
I like
saying
that
like
smell.
she explained it much better than
Yes.
we did. Yeah.
And
I
then-
mean, she fancied up the
So Lisa is here. Lisa is
Per
here.
usual.
Lisa, so we had, it was an amazing discussion. There was a lot of discussions about lobbies and particular places, but then Mr. Canapp came with two of his top 3s that are historical. The first one, because was
Oh, I thought you meant like
no, the first
visual aids.
because that was the first time, because that was episode 4, and that was the first time that the whole thing of
Oh,
came up. So is when he tried to explain exhaustively about the
Mexico Pavilion.
the Mexico Pavilion
And
sense.
Lisa, I am still waiting for that candle.
And it was funny because yesterday I was
Just type no in the comments.
I was
Lisa,
walking
that's
in
okay.
front of the and and Jason was totally right that you have that is a special scent there.
That smell.
That smell
I'm
is-
telling you.
Yeah,
It is a unique smell.
and
It's
It's like Mexican food and water.
and there was another scent that that Jason mentioned that was so specific. It is in the Disneyland's Haunted Mansion, the ballroom scene during Christmas overlay.
I'm still disappointed that it was closed when we were there.
Yeah,
I so missed that.
and so
Soon.
Collins number 2. So Colin, how are you?
Now, this was another top 5, correct?
This
I don't recall exactly
I'll-
which one.
I will, buddy. I will show you again briefly. Okay, so
Oh, this is
Colin,
top 3.
Colin,
Okay, I know what this was. I thought this was top 5, but yes, it is top 3.
Colin.
And
So
I had
now
to do
let's
it
go
so-
to your
Carlos,
top.
Just say it.
So let me do again, Colin. Let's go to your second option.
No, you have to read this card.
Top 3.
Why?
Top
Oh.
3 views with a view. That's what you chose.
How could I not pick this one?
I thought he was
It
going to
was
play
a
the
fun
song.
show, though. It was a very fun show because we got to talk about a lot of things that you don't always think about immediately when you think about the park. So, like, a lot of us brought to the table very different things. Like, I think one of mine was Homecoming, and then Jason obviously brought the Mexico Pavilion, and there were so many different. I think that was correct. That's normally what he brings, so it wouldn't be a surprise. But there are so many places at Walt Disney World that you can book a reservation online, but until you actually show up and dine there, you don't fully understand what the view is going to be like and what the atmosphere is going to be like. And it's a really nice and pleasant surprise. I think of Homecoming, I think of the Boathouse, I think of a lot of those things that are kind of atmospheric elements. And if you look at their website, you may not realize it. But when you show up and you're there with friends, you're there with family, and you're sitting around the table just enjoying that moment and that period of time that you just get to sit there, enjoy the view, enjoy a nice breeze, especially if you're sitting outside. It's something that is very characteristic of Florida. And I don't know what Jason's laughing
And I know
about.
there's something
I'm not
that he's coming
laughing.
up with.
Nothing. It's all good.
Okay.
Yep.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah,
That's
that was a special, a very special top 3.
Meeting you.
Yes, because of that, and for the
Yes.
the last time, because after this thing, I will delete this file and burn it, but
No, you can't do that. Don't do that.
That was the top 3 that we came up with this.
We have the song.
Meeting you in a mew with a view. Okay.
We could sell that. We might be rich. We could sell that on commercials.
I wouldn't go that
Sell
far.
it to the boathouse. Homecoming, perhaps.
So, buddies, let's go to Jason's. Number 2.
Yes, this is the, I'm going to try to, I don't know if I got the order correct, but this was the top 5, I think it was 5, places to meditate, pray, sort of be quiet in Walt Disney World, which, right up my alley. And this was like, what was, I think, so much fun about this was how competitive we got behind the scenes, like in terms of like building our lists. Like, no, I want that spot. No, I want that spot, which was so antithetical.
That's usually how it goes.
We were
like a classroom full of kindergartners sometimes.
Yeah, we were getting all worked up over the lists.
And
like, wait. This is,
and
we're
that
forgetting the
and everybody got
context.
outraged with my option, the one in front of the Sunshine
Magic
Terrace.
Kingdom.
Yes, the one.
It's weird.
It is weird.
It's weird. He's like, he calls it his secret spot, and every time I walk past them, that
There's
spot,
like
there's like 17 people
there.
back there. Like, I mean, maybe they
You-
just don't
All they
realize
need
they were
going.
there.
Every time that I walk there, it's okay. It will be only me there. No, but now
You see me walking down the street.
When he goes by at 11:30 at night, an hour after the park closed.
no.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, it was nice because, but I did enjoy it because it was good to hear what your perspectives were on. I mean, I think a lot of them we shared, obviously, but certainly the Sunshine Seasons spot was interesting.
You will never forget that.
But I think it's important. I think
Every
what I
time
liked
he goes
about
by, Jason's
what
taking
I
a
like
picture.
what I liked about featuring this was that it's important. Like we talk about the attractions, and we talk about dining, and we talk about shows, and we talk about merchandise, and there's a lot of stuff that's obvious in some ways, right?
Yep.
Everybody has an opinion about these, a lot of these things. Places, when you think about like places to just sit and reflect and recenter, I don't think that's something. I mean, this group, sort of notwithstanding, like, I think for most people who visit Walt Disney World, they don't come for that. And there was that family, it was an older couple, probably retired, who had just checked into it was either Coronado, one of the Coronado Springs villages, or Grandestino Tower, and I overheard them saying, like the husband said, like, "What are you doing?" And because she had just sat down. She just sat down by the water, and she said, I'm just taking it in. And he I kid you not, he yells at her, "No, we're not here to relax." And I'm like,
You were about to jump in the conversation.
I died inside a little, like part of me
But
died.
to throw him in the lake.
I know, but I think it's important to do the things you want to do when you come to Walt Disney World. It's important to see the shows eventually, and to enjoy the attractions, and to make your ADR and everything. But my challenge to everyone who's listening or watching is, the next time you're in Walt Disney World, just take, even if it's just a morning or an afternoon, just take a few hours to try it at a different pace, and to go back maybe to our list of places that are great to just relax and sit and be quiet, and just and as our friend John in the UK would say, let the magic come to you.
You're right.
Just be there, take it in, look around. As our friend Lou Mangello would say, look up. Make sure you remember to look up. Like those things, I guarantee you it will enhance your experience, because Disney puts so much effort into things that you won't see unless you just stop and pause and take it in.
And not only enhance, but there's a good chance that those will be the things and the moments that you keep for longer. That will be that will represent your trip. It is It is great. And
You're treading carefully on my number 1.
So let's go to my number 2. It is, and I'm having a Collin moment. It is.
See, it's not just me.
Oh,
remember that when you decided to make fun again.
My number 2. My number 2 was from another episode. It actually was episode 5, if I recall well. Episode 5 that we had guests, and it was the episode that Lisa and Lou joined us for the show, and the top 5 was the top 5 songs inside the park, and one thing that surprised me in that top 5 is that there was no planning, because remember when we started with the top 5s, there was the whole idea that we could overlap with options. In that show, there were not.
Quickly figured out that wasn't feasible.
Yes, in that show, there was almost no overlapping. It was many different songs, and you can build up a playlist for a week there because it was long. It was long, and it was a really nice discussion. I'm someone that like songs, music, so it's really. I was just seeing a comment here. Michael saying Carlos is puddles now just because I forgot number 2. Yes. No one can be puddles. There's only one.
Yeah, only one puddle. I mean,
But there were so many, and I came up with pretty much more with the nostalgic songs and the things that remember Epcot and or even Magic Kingdom in the early 80s. I showed myself pretty aged that show, but no problem. It was great. And please write it down. All the options of the top 5 or top 3s that are coming up. Please make your comments. Which are your favorite ones? Which is your favorite song? Claire is saying veggie fruit. Ed is saying Pirate's Light for me. The Main Street Loop is my favorite. What Lisa Getting Money is saying.
What's your favorite attraction soundtrack, and why is it Impressions de France?
Nice. Impressions de France is amazing. In terms of score, is great, and it is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But Soaring is also amazing in terms of scoring.
The original.
Yeah.
Well, the music's still very similar.
But
similar ain't great.
But songs, Zach Brown says Papillon, and it's a small word. It's Diana, and as I mentioned before when I was talking about the People Mover, for me, I still have a special place in my heart for If You Had Wings. Are you
singing?
No, I will not sing now.
You're so shy tonight.
Yeah, really.
What happened
Amy
to you?
sings
Never stopped
Magic.
you before.
Eat a cookie and sing a song for us. Come on, Otto. Come on.
Eat a cookie.
Be happy.
No. Now you're saying Otto. I'm gonna get the guitar here now.
Come on, do it.
If You Had Wings is amazing.
Wait,
Main Street songs are my favorites. Epcot Entrance 2, Impressions, the ring of the forehead. Peter. I was looking for Peter's comment.
Why?
And Kelly Lawrence only showed up now. But
Kelly,
but it's good to see you here, Kelly. Packing for Disney trip. Good. Leaving in the morning. Good. I just came back from Orlando this morning. The turnpike is okay. It's still there.
It's still there.
Okay, so let's go to Collin's number 1.
Yeah, I actually know my number 1. And the way we phrased it, I don't know if it was exactly the way we phrased it on there, but it was the top 3 places that have sparked the best Disney memories.
Yes.
And I have this one on here because for me, this is a list that continues to grow. And I think it's kind of resonates with so many different people. And it did when we were doing this show as well, because the memories just continue to evolve. And you all know how I wax poetically the best that I can, which isn't my strong point. about taking the time to enjoy the little things and just the moments that you'll always remember with family and things like that that just don't have anything to do with an attraction or a dining opportunity or anything of the sort. But I think we can all relate to this topic in an odd way because everybody has a memory. Everybody attaches it to a different place. Our list isn't going to be the same as anybody else's list. And I think that's kind of the important part of why we did this list to begin with. Because it's something that resonates with so many people and so many people can talk about. And once you do start talking about it, or you start to think about other people's favorite spots, you think, oh, I was in this spot nearby and I have this memory because of this family member and because of this opportunity and what we did in this particular moment. And it's just a thing that just continues to bring happiness to so many people time and time again. And for me, that's kind of the joy of doing what we do and being able to share what we share, because every time you go back to the parks, even if you're there for 3 hours, if you're there for 5 minutes, or if you're there for 2 weeks, you're going to come home with a memory of some sort. And that's kind of the important thing of why we do what we do more often than not.
And
why do you do it? No, sorry.
and that was probably one of the best ones to produce, to prepare. It was strong. It was emotionally dense. It was beautiful, and I'm glad that you picked it that well because it's one of my favorite too. But there was no room. And Jason,
you can't claim that it was stolen because
Jason during the week said, "Why don't we do a top 5 now?" Because that was so difficult to squeeze in 3 out of the ones that I did. But that's just
there's a lot of them.
Okay.
How many episodes have we done this year? By the time we get to the anniversary, because this is what 46.
Yeah.
So it'll be almost 50 shows. I mean, it's a lot of top 30.
Didn't you say we're stopping when we get to 50?
Yeah, that's probably it.
Is that right?
Are we stopping? What? I do have the disorder of attention, but something got to stop. Oh. Okay.
That one caught his attention.
That one caught. Jason.
Yes.
What about your number 1?
My number 1? Yeah. My number 1, this was a lot of fun because I don't know if it was the first time we talked about kind of the world outside the bubble. But it was focused on like the top, I think it was 3, maybe it was 5. I can't remember. 5, it was 5. It felt like 5. We haven't done 5 in forever, but apparently it's more recent.
It went on longer than we recall.
The places outside of Walt Disney World that should be in Walt Disney World, that should be associated with Walt Disney World. So this was just such a memorable and awesome show or list for me because number 1, like I said, we got to talk about like the world outside, and I think and this is kind of this theme I keep coming back to in the lunch breaks is connecting the spirit of Disney to stuff that we experience sometimes every day, because the reality is that most of us are not going to be in Walt Disney World on a regular basis, and so and so the way we connect is through these kinds of shows and through community groups and social media platforms and through merchandise and songs and podcasts and candles and pictures and so forth, right? Which is great and important. But it's also important, I think, to kind of think about why Disney is important to you. What are the aspects of Disney that resonate for you, that fill your soul? And then find those things around you. Find those things in your neighborhood. Find those things in your town. Find those things in the forest. Find those things on your vacation to the beach. What is it about those experiences that kind of reminds you of that spirit of Disney? So I think that like for me, that feeling, like that concept has strengthened since we first talked about this. But also, I think this was the episode. I think this is where you showed that video or remember it was just the image, the pictures of
that
the
guy,
wine cellar,
at Burns Steakhouse in Tampa.
And for me, it's one of the funniest moments we've had certainly in the past year. I mean, hilarious. I can't stop. Like, I laugh about it now. Like, just thinking about when I think about it, that's so fun. That creepy dude in in the wine cellar.
Would you like to see my wine cellar?
I loved it. Anyway, that stands out for me as well.
It was a fun discussion.
It was fun.
Yeah. But the only bad thing about that creepy dude is funny, but that creepy dude prevent you to. I want to take you guys there. I want to take you there. Okay. I think you're gonna have an amazing experience.
Funny enough, I found out like 2 weeks after that show that my family has been there without me. So everybody else had been but me. So it's like, wait, Carlos just talked about that place.
Yes.
So they're like, yeah, and they tried to show us a wine cellar.
Well, I am 2 weeks away from my vaccination being full, sort of fully done, right? So we're inching closer. We're inching closer to a Burns trip, I think.
Yes, I'm on. No, but before that, buddy, you have to come to Miami, where you guys have to be here. There's a weekend here that we need to do. I will tell you later.
Twist my arm.
Miami has straight flights from here. I'm game.
It's Miami. Isn't it like Vegas? You can get there from anywhere.
Get there from anywhere. Yeah.
Should be. Actually, no. For whatever reason, Miami's tricky.
Okay.
Because Orlando International right in the middle of the state.
So that was Jason's number one. No, my number one now. I'm losing the track of that. Sorry, I'm tired.
It happens once you pass a certain age.
So actually, my number one, that was easy. It was easy. It stands out for me as one of the best moments that we had here in After Hours, and it was a top three, but that started in a way that when Jason brought the idea of that top three, I didn't understood it well, and actually me and Collin, we went to a different way. But look, that was the top 5 things that you would buy for your after hour buddies. Mm-hmm. And I'll bring the two of you there because
bombs weren't on the list.
Because me and Collin we went straight to particular experience, like a tour or an afternoon in the golf course, very specific ones. But no, and it was a top 5 where there were 5 options, and Jason came with 5 different days, and that was for me. And I would.
Was it top 5? Was it 5?
It was a 5.
It was 5. Yeah,
it was 5.
Very elaborate.
Yeah, we had a vacation.
Yes, it was 5 different days with the schedule, even with spa in the middle. It was
just to make Collin feel awkward.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do in a spa.
You don't have to do anything. That's the thing. You don't have to do anything.
Problem.
That
I'm not a do nothing kind of person.
and well, and I always mentioned to you guys, one of the good things about this show is that I'm a huge fan of Collin's and Jason, and there were several of these top 3s that we can see the way that the specific way that Collin's optics on Disney experience stands out, and it was amazing, particularly the ones about the ones that bring fond memories of Disney moments. And by this one here, it was the one that Jason stood out, and it was amazing in the Jason way to detail the whole experience and to bring that. And I always say to everybody, if there is something that would make Disney proud, probably would be that top 3. Because we covered the experience in a way that it was really, really special.
And this is not to be confused with the episode where I bought Carlos bath bombs.
Yeah, that was the Palentine's episode. You got to go back and watch that if you want to understand.
Yes.
Right. Have you used those yet, or you still have them?
No, I used.
They're sitting.
Of course,
you used them. Yeah.
Did you put the Tinkerbell on the? Never mind.
Are there pictures?
Thanks God we have the recorded Jason's face
Of the
expression.
I don't want to see that.
It's a very different episode tonight.
But one thing is
I don't think we can do that on Facebook.
that I probably that one of the bath bombs is we do have to come up with the top 3 comments from the audience in that episode. The comments that we had in that moment, Jason, was probably the gold moments.
Oh, and the cast member helping me. She was brilliant. She was great.
She was so unfazed too.
Yeah, she was great. She rolled right with it.
But you know, one thing is that was our top 3 for tonight, and the whole idea with the top 3 is to do that, is to enjoy and I start to look back a little bit in our roller coaster ride. And after all, the only roller coaster that me and Collin you will see riding is After Hours.
Reach.
And the whole idea is how different we but there's one thing, Jason. I cannot forget that you have an honorable mention.
Oh, my honorable mention. Are we going to do it?
You have one only because you had 2. You had 2.
I know. I gave one up.
You gave one up.
Well, you had sort of had it already.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's one because we need to broaden.
Oh yeah. So my remaining honorable mention is the top 5 ideas to replace Dinoland, and this is the episode that we had Greg on, I believe, not Craig. Greg, and I went into this thinking, I don't know about this topic, right? But it was good. It was. I mean, we all came up with solid ideas. Even Puddles had some solid ideas, and
nice.
they were, I mean, I felt like I got into it as I started coming up with my ideas, like thinking about what they would be. My little like inner, not so well developed Imagineer came to life, and it was fun. It was fun to think about like how what could we create that would fit into the whole theme of Animal Kingdom but be unique. Also think about like would we bring like what IP would you bring into it, because you got to do that, and what would the attractions be like, what the restaurants be like. It was just a lot of fun. And what was interesting, and we had I think a diverse set of ideas, but there were some spooky similarities too in what was discussed. So I think that's an episode worth going back to as well and checking out.
Yes,
and
it was.
There was a little drama. There was a little drama, like some drama in that, I think too, if I'm not mistaken.
No, there was some controversy because when Collin came with the idea that we need to have snow in Animal Kingdom.
It's a good idea.
Was that what it was?
I was thinking, but there's Everest there. It's right in front of you. You know what you have in Everest in the top? Snow. But it was, and Greg was.
He just wants puddles. He wants more puddles.
Yeah, Greg.
It's all gonna melt eventually if it's Florida. So.
Greg was an amazing guest that day, and it was a really fun. Actually, the top 5, the top 10 list we did that night with Greg was also special.
Greg from that Park Life podcast.
Yes. Okay, guys, that was our top 3. Let me bring here back the top 3 of our top 3s or top 5s.
Well, mostly top 5s.
We changed. We
celebration
changed
of
all. Not even in the middle. When we realized that our top 5s were lasting like 2 hours, I said, no, let's trim that down.
Hey, remember when we thought that this top 3 would go quickly?
Yes.
It hasn't.
The same thing. Buddy, now is the time.
Oh, we're waiting? Now is the best time.
that's our Hall of Fame. And then the Hall of Fame is what we usually do is that we take our top 3. We take our top 3 from the last episode, and we run a poll in our After Hours community. Don't forget to join our After Hours community. And there you're gonna vote for the best of the top 3s of the last episode. And also you can include your option. And actually this week, there was an inclusion that actually went to the second place there. But this week we voted for the top 3 things we love at Disney's Animal Kingdom. And as I mentioned, Jody Rice brought Kilimanjaro Safari in as an option, and it went to number 2. But
I think it should have been number 1, because if you blended it with the votes for the Sunset Safari, then it would be number 1. But that's okay.
No,
I don't want to split hairs. It's fine.
It was the Tree of Life that was the top one in terms of the poll. Okay, and this is the one that will be among the other Hall of Famers in our Hall of Fame wall, which is becoming pretty crowded, beautiful. And well, the truth is, we're not gonna have a Hall of Fame for the top 3 we did this week, because we're gonna. Can you imagine doing a Hall of Fame of our top 3s? The top 3s of our
and
top
top
3s.
5s.
Oh,
This is very meta.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
That would be a mess. That would be a mess. So no Hall of Fame for the next episode. And so we
could just put 40 something options on there, and then they can choose whichever ones were their favorite.
or we do the Hall of Fame of the Hall of Famers. Yeah.
There you go.
It's getting complicated.
Getting.
But it is. I have to tell you, I drove the whole day, the whole morning driving from Orlando.
Here we go again.
I'm getting tired, and I'm hearing something. That's the whole thing.
I'm hearing a lot of whining.
Maybe it's that dumb chicken behind Jason.
Don't call that chicken dumb. That's
Makes
a
that weird
beautiful,
noise.
lovely, big little chicken. I know he's what is chicken?
Maybe it's the Groot next to it.
What? I don't know what it is. He wants to know, what's that sound?
What's that sound? Jason, can you explain to the audience what that sound?
I can indeed. What's that sound is our favorite segment here on After Hours, where we will play for you a short little clip, very brief. And I think tonight we have a really brief clip. Your job, it's a clip from somewhere in Walt Disney World. Your job is to tell us where in Walt Disney World that sound is emanating from, and as well as like what it's called. Be as specific as possible. Put your comments, as many comments as you'd like. Put as many guesses as you'd like in the comments. Man, it's getting late or something. And then
you also drove the whole morning.
I drove myself around the block. And then you win recognition and accolades for if you get it right. That's it.
And songs emanated from Walt Disney World. I like that.
Songs emanating from sounds and songs, and that's it.
Okay,
that's all. Yeah.
So let's go to the...
But there's a theme. Like there's a theme tonight.
Yep.
But I'm not gonna tell you what it is.
So let's go to
the... What's that sound?
So let's go to the first one in 1, 2, and 3.
Be sure to supervise children at all times.
I will do it again in 1, 2, and 3.
Be sure to supervise children at all times.
also.
There's a few things this could be,
Yeah.
but I don't want to say any of them because I think I have a good guess.
Oh yeah.
Chrissy
Maybe.
is saying People Mover.
That would be time. That would be timely.
Laura Roberts, Spaceship Earth.
I can hear that too. I think it's.
Caleb saying Space Mountain.
I mean, you're gonna need to be specific though. You can't just
Jana
get off
saying
with a.
People Mover.
People Mover's a good one. Spaceship Earth's a good one. Space Mountain's a good one. There's a lot of space happening,
Yes.
but
It's characteristic music.
Anthony saying space.
what was your guess, Collin Kendall?
Mine was going to be the exit of Space Mountain.
Oh, that's not a bad choice either. Not a bad
Got
choice.
a couple
indeed.
ideas, but
Do you have another guess?
I was going to say Spaceship Earth. But Spaceship Earth doesn't. It's not
No,
the
you're
voice isn't
colder.
right.
Yeah, you're cold.
Yeah, it's worse. Wait. No, you've not written that. I don't think. I was going to say the
We have a winner.
Astro Orbiter.
We have a correct answer. Caleb.
Yeah.
Caleb, right? Yeah.
Again? Yeah, I think you won last week.
Let's show the reveal.
Heart valve or neck problems, motion sickness, or other conditions that could be aggravated by this adventure. Expectant mothers should not ride, and passengers who do not meet the minimum height requirement may not ride. Be sure to supervise children at all times, and remember that passengers in wheelchairs must transfer into a rocket to participate in this ride. Thank you, and enjoy your flight. Attention Space Mountain passengers.
Space. How does it go? Space Lab Alpha is in audio and communication with Earth Mission Control. Space. It's going to
kinda
come back to
backwards
me.
the
It's
way
going to
they
come back
say
to
it,
me.
yeah.
It's going to come back to me. The old one. The old.
And
Space-
Peter is
Space
saying
Shuttle. Space Shuttle is in audio and visual communication with Earth Mission Control. Space Lab Alpha Flight Control is tracking departing space shuttles with RCA communication systems.
Which is kind of funny because RCA is like gonzo now.
That's what they used to say.
There's
I was stuck in that queue as a child when I was a kid. I was stuck in the queue. The attraction must have shut down briefly, and I'm sure they had to clean it or something
That's
for
what they
COVID.
told you.
And then we're waiting. We were stuck in this one spot, and so I heard that like ad, the loop over and over and over and over again. And
Do you guys?
Stuck.
Well, Colin will not remember that, but Jason, do you remember the original Space Mountain queue, the one that you had those warm sounds and you see the attraction vehicles
go by.
like it was. I missed that. And there
missed
were
it
some
too.
projections like little cookies flying around. they were meteors, but they looked like
That's
cookies.
just in your head.
Little chocolate
It's
chip
just,
cookies.
in your head, Carlos. It's something about the diet.
It is. Even then.
Okay,
I'm starving.
okay. Are you guys
Give me
ready?
a cookie.
Are
We're ready.
you guys ready for the second
Probably
one?
not.
We're ready.
So in 1, 2, and 3. Let's go to
It's on our stomach.
yeah, I'm hungry. Sorry, guys, I'm hungry. In 1, 2, and 3.
That is so obscure.
So you're gonna be your ringtone now for me?
I will do it again. In 1, 2,
Oh, sure.
and 3. And Peter says Scooby Doo.
Scrappy
Skippy.
Doo. Oh, that's great.
Sounds
Let's
like
see. What do we
I feel
have?
like this is something Star Wars, but
Oh. Hmm. Yeah, Zach says the salad Carlos makes when he needs a cookie.
Yes.
probably
That's
true.
about right.
True.
Anthony says TTA.
Jody Rice says Splash Mountain.
Could you be more specific than that? That's all I'm gonna say. It's not Barnstormer, although Barnstormer would be fun. I wanted to ride Barnstormer last week, but the queue was so long.
I feel like that wouldn't go well for your back.
No, it's a
Karen
smooth
is saying Thunder Mountain.
Thunder Mountain. Like Thunder Lips.
Elena, all the way from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, saying Journey into Imagination.
Rio de Janeiro. Remember that song?
Can we go there? Can that be on the list?
No, we got to go to that place in South. What's that place called?
What's that sound?
No, what's that awesome little village by the sea that.
Where he's from?
It's like maybe isn't an island?
Florianopolis.
Yeah, that's where we're going. That's where we're going.
Barnstormer. Going up to the drop is what Jody's saying.
Okay, Jody. Smarty pants.
Jody's
the birds?
Buddy, what did you use to record that?
It's a video.
I know, but
Use a camera. Use a phone.
You did it with your iPhone.
I didn't record that. That was a contribution.
Oh, really? Good.
Mm-hmm.
Because
from Zachariah.
From
what
Zach.
Did we call him earlier? Zachariah Warm Wind Brown.
Because
warm wind, right?
Because I know the equipment you use, and I could not picture the way that you use that there. Like your
what was interesting was how fast he got the water off the lens.
Yep.
That was what impressed me. It's like, how did that just disappear? It's like magic. Magic. Speaking of magic, we're going to talk about Chris Shepard in a bit.
Yes.
Okay. Our third...
It was so random.
Our third... Oh, I'm so tired. Our third sound...
In 1, 2, and 3. That was me tuning up my guitar to record a mule to a veal.
That'll be about right for what we're talking about. So, has anyone discovered the theme yet tonight? It's not magic.
Well, technically it is, or they've all been Magic Kingdom.
Oh, funny you should say that. I don't know if we need. It's like we're like, I have nothing to add to this. Should we play it one more time? Kelly says, thank goodness she's bringing order back to the galaxy outside of Liberty Square. Technically,
Jason's violin from earlier.
Technically, that's correct. Technically, that is correct.
No.
Yes.
Not
technically, it is outside of Liberty Square.
That's not Liberty Square. There, it is.
I didn't say it's Liberty Square. It's outside of Liberty Square. It could be a Spaceship Earth.
Okay.
No, it'd be outside Liberty Square.
You're right. Got it. Yes.
I mean, Living with the Land.
Kyra is
that
saying,
wouldn't fit.
it's Christmas time. Christmas time in Epcot somewhere.
Epcot also. So that won't fit with the theme. You see, won't fit with the theme. Oh, so it's interesting because it could. Heather said mountains, and Amy said Thunder Mountain Q. Like it could have been a mountain theme, if I had thought about it that way, but I didn't, so it isn't.
Nobody's surprised.
But it is outside of Liberty Square. So there you go. Not a mountain,
But
and it's outside Liberty Square. Not that
Someone
they have
got it
mountains in
right.
Liberty Square. but-
Someone got it right.
Really?
Yeah.
Where? Else? Where?
You want me to
Warehouse.
show?
Oh, hey, there it is. Doreen. Doreen, good job. Look at that. Yeah, we should show the reveal.
Now let me show Doreen's comment first. Doreen got it right. Let's show the review.
I love that area. Isn't that great? I love that spot. The bathrooms, but the area around there, it's great. Okay, or maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the only one that likes
It's a great bathroom. It's just night. Night is much nicer in that area for me.
You don't like that area?
It's all nice and lit
I
up.
like it.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I like it more at night than in the day, though.
Oh, you like it more?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you pictures. That's all.
Yeah. Actually, it's
I
very
like it during the
difficult
day.
to get
Actually,
pictures of
I
because
prefer
there's so
during
many
the day
people.
there. I prefer during the day because you get that. You can see the stream, little creek, and the waterfall, and
With the right camera, you can see it at night.
Doreen is saying that it was
Same.
actually my daughter Sabrina, so props to Sabrina.
oh, there you go.
Well done.
Good job, Sabrina.
Well done.
Thank you very much. Well, that's it. That's all I got.
But explain the concept behind the three, why you did pick the three sounds.
You in for Magic Kingdom?
Because he's crazy. Wait, no, that was out loud, wasn't
What was that? No, it's because it's all Magic Kingdom. I was in a Magic Kingdom kind of
So
mood.
but I want you to do the magic again.
Oh, Magic Kingdom. Is that what you want? Kingdom of Magic.
Twice, I got it. It's good with you because you
He
can see
himself right
already
there.
that he's gonna take that spot for a video, for a promotion video.
Oh,
so
great.
it's magic.
Great JC.
I got it. That's I'm happy now.
Great.
So that was our What's That Sound? So, buddies, it was a nice 46 episode. It was a little bit different for us the conception of the 46 episode went through different ideas, including one me being in Orlando. But we changed in the middle of that, and it worked fine.
That's how we roll. You
So
never know.
adaptable.
You never know what's going to happen.
Yes, that's good. That's why I say it's the only roller coaster that you see me and Collin in. So talking about Collin, it's about
Uh-oh.
time for you to come with your final last words.
So what's he gonna say here? Can't be good. It's never good when it starts that
Your
way.
final last words.
Oh,
Yeah, so if you missed this week's show, I do a show on Instagram every single week called Gather Round. Carlos was on episode 3 with me this week, so if you missed that, it is available to see on IGTV. You just go to Guide 4 WDW on Instagram. It'll pop right up right in the IGTV feed, so you can rewatch that. It is available anytime you want to view it. And next week we'll have a new guest on. It's going to be something
you're
different.
guest on?
Yeah, maybe. I wish.
Gaston. Yeah, that's
We
what
can
I
probably
heard
make
too.
that happen. But if you want to join us there, we'll share some memories. We'll talk about some things that are Disney related, but also not Disney related all the time. Also, the shop on the site, if you guide for www.com/shop, and you can check out some prints, some photos, some things that you might want to be able to decorate your home with, or your office, or any space that you want to add a little bit of Disney to wherever you are. So we always try to take you to the places that you love the most. So hopefully you can find something there that you enjoy. But other than that, I'm posting some things on Facebook. I've got my Facebook community that I'm pushing some more content to than I have been in the past. So feel free to interact with me there at the Guide for WDW community on Facebook. If you go to the page, you can find it from there, or you can just follow me and you'll get to it eventually there. So that's it. That's all I've got, I think, this week. Unless I'm forgetting something.
No, you're not.
I like how
anything.
we've kicked off this conversation about magic in the comments.
Yeah.
And Doug Henning. I mean, that's kind of impressive. I would be more impressed if Marcus, if you had come up with like Howard Thurston or something like that. But, that's all right.
Jason, your final last words.
Everybody's like, "Who's Howard Thurston?" Oh.
Yeah, I was about to ask you that.
Maybe you have to look it up.
Okay,
I'm slightly magic
I have to
obsessed.
make note.
Don't encourage me.
Oh, really? I didn't know that about you.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
How have we
For a
never
while
talked
I
about
was,
that?
Yeah. I don't know.
Look, Colin, Mark
We
Williams
need to
is...
find our way into the Magic Castle in LA. I will
Chris
put on a
Shepard,
suit
did
for
you
that.
hear this? He's magic
Yeah,
obsessed.
Chris Shepard knows. I've
Oh.
talked to Chris Shepard
What?
about magic. Yeah, we talked about the Magic Castle. He used to be a member, to my
How are we not
understanding, if I
talking
remember
about this?
correctly. Yeah.
How have we not talked about this?
Next time we're in Anaheim, we need to make
Anaheim? Next time you're in
Yeah.
Orlando.
Yeah, he's not here.
Well, I meant we could go to the
you?
Magic Castle if we can find somebody to get us in.
Oh, yeah, right.
Anyway,
But
Okay.
Colin, Mark Williams say episodes have been awesome so far, Colin Kendall. Can you wait for
Thank
the
you.
next one?
Appreciate it, my friend. We're having fun.
Jason,
Yeah. Yes, sir.
your final last words.
my final meal, sir, is going to be happening tomorrow. No, hopefully it's not my final meal. But
No, don't-
speaking of meals,
You better be a good one.
on the lunch break tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern, I am going to be going to my very favorite Magic Kingdom table service restaurant, which happens to be outside the Magic Kingdom. Nah, that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. You'll just have to tune in to see where I end up. But 12 p.m. Eastern, here at themagiclive.com is where we will kick it off. And I hope you're able to join me and a buddy who will be eating with me. Also, I wanted to kind of just put a quick plug in for our friend Chris Shepard. And I'm kind of somewhat of a shameless self-promotion. But Chris Shepard, who Chris Shepard, who happens to be a real, not fake, but a real person and a real magician, has this really cool podcast called Performer Stories, where he gathers performers from various stripes, but mostly magicians, and they talk about these cool stories. Sometimes they're funny, sometimes they're scary, and things gone wrong, things gone right. Sometimes even like travel nightmare stories. But this week he happened to sandwich me between like some awesome people. I don't know how that happened. Frankly, I think one of his kids hit the wrong button or something. But anyway, it happened. And I would love for you to check it out and give him some love. Performerstories.com. And thank you, Chris, for including me in your podcast. That was a lot of fun. And then since the camera's still on me, I'm going to talk about the Morning Minute.
Yes, please do that.
Over on Instagram. You want to make sure you're following Here with the Magic over on Instagram every morning, every weekday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern. It's like an amuse-bouche version of Here with the Magic videos. It's like this, just start your day off right, have your cup of coffee, check it out.
That's a real word.
Amuse-bouche?
Yeah, it's not a real
Oh,
word.
yeah. It's now you have to look up Howard Thurston and
Yes,
amuse-bouche.
Carlos is already making notes for a lot of Googling tonight.
It's magic food. Anyway,
I got it in a solo shot, the magic.
check it out over on Instagram. Here with the magic. It's. I'm done. I can't even talk.
You got it.
Just
It
add
was
Here with the magic.
it was
over on
reading
Instagram.
there, buddy. It was reading there, so it make it easy to people. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
You can follow me in Ponto Orlando and Ponto Miami. There's a few things that I like to bring, and I like to make also a shameless plug to our buddy Zach Brown. And Zach was kind enough to invite me to his podcast, and it's the Zach Brown Show. The episode went live yesterday morning. Zach, I had the opportunity to listen to it today when I was driving back from Orlando, and it was great. It was great. Zach was an amazing host, and I love the experience. And you can check the Zach Brown Show podcast in Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or the places to get your podcasts is where you get the Zach Brown Show. It was great. The other thing I would like to bring is that every Tuesday you can watch me live in Portuguese. So there's a good chance for you to start to listen and to learn Portuguese. And I do the Ponto Ponto live every Tuesdays 8 p.m. You can watch me at Ponto Miami on Facebook and also in YouTube, and you're gonna learn some Portuguese. I know some of you always show up there, and it's great. And it's and Carlene is saying I follow for the Portuguese. Good, and thank you very much, and I feel pretty honored when you guys show up. The last plug is for After Hours. Don't forget that we do have our After Hours YouTube channel where you can find not only the past episodes, but also the bits and segments of our shows. And I do it separately. We have playlists with the top fives, top threes, the what's that sound in a compact way. And we also have that in the same way in our YouTube channel, in our in our in our Instagram profile.
See, it's contagious, right?
Yeah, in our Instagram profile.
Because you have no blood sugar.
Yeah, it is, and you have to go.
I don't have that problem.
To follow us on Instagram, you only go to @GoWithUsLive, @GoWithUsLive, and we will have some nice picture of the three of us there. And also our segments. I don't know how
nice it'll be if it's
our
the three
segments.
of us.
Buddies, and I think it was a really nice show.
If you don't take advantage of your platform to do like a little Portuguese lesson thing, I think you're missing out on a big opportunity. Can you imagine like lessons with Carlos? Like, learn with Otto. I'm gonna come up with a good. I'm gonna come up with a good.
No, when you
I'm gonna come up with a good title,
my,
and you gotta do
when
this.
You use my
nickname,
so use my nickname, and you got it. I'm doing right
buddy,
now,
it would be so much fun. Oh my goodness!
Lesson number 1.
Just a little like. You could come up with like the equivalent. You could do like a morning minute kind of thing, where it's just like a 1 minute like little lesson. Here you are.
Oh,
and you show it. You show the thing like we're in the market or something. You're showing like this is the thing.
Bunda.
This is what it's called. And you, oh my God, it'd be so good. We gotta do this.
Adrianus needs to understand one thing. When Jason wants to get something, if I'm getting longer to answer anything, he starts a message with my nickname, Ado. Yeah, buddy, right away.
Never when he's in trouble.
Okay. On behalf of my big buddies, Collin Kendall and Jason Canapp, I'd like to wish you a magical, magical rest of the week. Please take care, stay safe. Oh, magic. A magical rest of it. Stay fine and enjoy your weekend. We'll see you next week. One thing I'd like to ask. One thing.
Oh boy.
Start to send your messages for us, video messages for our anniversary. We would like to see that.
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Figure
happy
out.
anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Send your message for our anniversary. Will be in 2 weeks. Okay. Thank you all. Thank you all. Have an amazing night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, guys.
See ya.